Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Long Rest. I'm Logan,
And I'm Brandon.
and today we're bringing you another class video. Class video number 2,
Number 2.
The Bard.
Let me hit this guitar solo real quick.
Sick riff.
Thanks, brother.
I feel inspired.
Hey, as you should, because I
Oh.
did just give you a bardic inspiration.
That makes a heck of a lot of sense.
Hey,
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. What
Sleepings.
exactly is a bard known for, and what is their job?
Bards are, in my opinion, in many opinions, the king of utility. So a bard, moreover, if you're interested in playing one, you're really looking for that class that you are inspiring others and building a class that's meant to be there to rally around other people or to really do the rallying,
Yeah,
as some would say. They are the ones invoking magic normally through instruments. Can have spell for casting focus, can be a little bit different. There is some new subclass we actually just were looking at in the 2024. That's pretty cool, but they are there to support
yeah.
and throw out some good damage. Some really fun spells that throw out some pretty heavy damage.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what one of my favorite things about bards in general is their ability to control the field.
Yeah.
Whether that's controlling individual characters, enemies, or even just altering terrain.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they're king at.
No. Yes, it's the one class I haven't played yet that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Absolutely. Just like we did with the Barbarian, as we go through, we are going to build a character sheet for a bard with you.
So who do we have today?
Today we have Chris Pine, the infamous bard.
Never heard of him.
He's a gnome. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, if you're watching this.
Hi. But yes, so Chris Pine, the gnome bard, we're level 1. So, with that being said, when you choose to be a bard at level 1, what hit dice do you start off with?
We are a D8.
A D8,
Yep,
yes.
one of the normal spellcasters.
So that tells me you're probably not going to be a frontliner. You can definitely take a little bit of damage, but you're not going to be taking all the damage. That's not your
Correct.
goal.
Yeah.
So underneath the hit dice, we got a D8. Excellent. Moving right along.
We're moving right into proficiencies. So, straight away, your 2 saving throws are dexterity and charisma that we are proficient in.
Dexterity proficiency and charisma proficiency for saving throws.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Change here. We are proficient only in simple weapons.
Yes.
Only simple weapons.
Yes. So in our weapons, I'm just going to write simple.
And while you're there, we are also proficient in light armor.
Light armor and simple weapons. That tells us straight away that you're not going to be a frontliner because you don't have a very high AC, only be proficient in light armor. Of course, that is dex-based as well, so you might have a decent armor class.
Yeah, still could be decent.
Yeah. Does it let you know if you're proficient in shields?
It does not. So you are not proficient in shields, naturally.
What a bummer. So
doesn't mean you can't find a way to. Feat
Yeah.
being it, subclass being it,
right.
but not naturally.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of holding a shield, you're holding a lute or a flute or
Yeah.
a saxophone. Whatever it is,
A
it's a
jazzy
two-handed magical instrument.
Yeah,
Um,
very much true.
and in the other side, the simple weapons also tells me you're not going to be dealing a lot of melee damage straight off of those weapons.
Yeah, that's more of a in case of emergency.
Yeah,
Crack the case.
exactly.
Yeah, you're going to use
Yeah.
the dagger when you have to.
Right, yeah.
Not because you need to.
Yeah, more than likely that dagger is going to be a throwing dagger for part of your performance.
Yeah.
As opposed to a throwing dagger for for damage.
Very true.
Okay, so we have proficiency in light armor, simple weapons, and our saving throws. What's next?
Very cool. Bards get to pick 3 proficiencies from all skills, so they are not limited in a certain category, like the Barbarian was, for example, where we only had 6 options
Yeah.
with 2. Now we have 3 options with all, 15 or 16?
So every single skill, I'm just going to pick 3 at random.
Sure.
I just said that my bard is going to be throwing weapons as a performance. So I think that he's a performer, like a circus performer. So
Yeah.
acrobatics sounds really fun. And
Performance.
then performance for sure. And then he works at a circus, so deception is a natural part of his
Very true.
Repertoire.
Very true.
So we're working our way through that. What this means is each one of those skills is going to get to add its proficiency bonus
Yes.
to it. So you're going to naturally be better at them. And
Absolutely.
it's going to get better with time.
Yeah.
So
that brings us right into our starting equipment, which as a bard, you can either start with leather armor, 2 daggers, your choice of a musical instrument, entertainer's pack with 19 gold pieces, or 90 gold pieces where you get to go shop and figure out what you would like to have.
absolutely.
Not really a bad option, honestly.
Once again, that equipment tab, that's a second page of the player's handbook right over here. You fill that out at your leisure with your equipment.
Yes.
Mind you, again, like we said with the barbarian, talk with your DM about equipment, about what your bard would have, and maybe if there's anything the DM is willing to give you at the beginning as outside of your typical equipment.
Right. Make sure, you communicate that in that session 0. Make sense of the story.
Yeah.
Make sense of where your bard's coming from.
Absolutely.
Make those flavors work.
Yeah. And that's something we really didn't touch on with the 3 skill proficiencies of anything. Those are going to help you flesh out what your bard is, what their background is, what they're good at, what they used to do, what they're working towards.
Correct.
So pick wisely.
Then this is going to take us right into our section, known as the ability score recommendations.
Yes.
So bards are pretty simple. In the grand scheme of things, your number 1 go-to, without a doubt, will be charisma. There's no question about it. You don't have to think about it once or twice. You're going there.
Absolutely. So with that being in mind, we're doing the standard array just like we did for barbarian. So I'm going to make charisma my highest stat out the gate of a score of 15. That makes my modifier a +2. So I'm going to go through and fill out my saving throw. Makes a +4 to charisma saving throws. Deception, also a +4. Intimidation, a +2. Performance, +4. Persuasion, +2.
Correct. Now you do have a little bit of a choice here, in which it'd either be, you can go dexterity if you want that quickness, overall best stat in the game and D at 5.5, or constitution if you want that little bit more of a health pool. I would say for the strength of our bard, being a circus, I think he's a little more agile.
I was thinking the exact same. So
I'd say dexterity.
Yep, dexterity is going to get our 14, so that makes modifier as a +2 as well. We're also proficient in the saving throws for dexterity, so it's a +4. Acrobatics, +4. Sleight of hand is a +2, and stealth is a +2.
Very good. So I would say that rolls us right, and now we want to probably take care of our hit points.
Yep.
Let's get them next, just so we're there.
We don't want to dump those, so if we're going down the line of standard array, next point is 13. That makes your modifier a +1. Your saving throw, also a +1. Forewarning, bards are spellcasters. A lot of bard spells are concentration spells.
Yes.
You don't want to dump constitution saving, or constitution in general, because you're going to have to make concentration checks, which are constitution saving throws.
Correct.
You want to succeed on those to maintain your concentration, to maintain that charm or whatever you got going on. So the higher that stat is, the better that is going to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so this takes us on to the last 3 we have. So we have strength, wisdom, and intelligence.
Yep.
Ideally, strength is probably going to be your dump stat and it's just natural. Unless you're doing a specific build, strength that you can forego it. So that would be your 8.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's just go ahead and knock that one out of the way with an 8 to our score, which makes our modifier -1. So saving throws to strength are -1, athletic checks -1 as well.
Now it's just more flavor for the most part between the wisdom and the intelligence. Where do you see your bard and what story is he going to tell? Is he wise or is he intelligent?
Yeah.
You either have one that's going to be the middle of the line and one that's got at least a little bit of a positive there. You have your 12 and 10 left.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, it's wisdom's at 12 and intelligence is at 10.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So we'll run through this real quick. Wisdom's a 12, intelligence is a 10. So intelligence, everything is going to be a 0. I've got no proficiencies in saving throws or arcana, history, investigation, nature, or religion. Everything's a flat goose egg. Wisdom gets a +1 modifier, so that means our saving throws, animal handling, insight, medicine, perception, and survival are all +1s. So we got our base stats all the way down to our proficiencies and skills.
Absolutely.
So now my bard is rocking, rolling, ready to rock and roll. What's next for him? What's next for Chris Pine?
Next for Chris Pine is if he wants the multi-class, there's two things that need to be established, which he will have to have a 13 in his charisma, which he does.
Yes.
And then you'd have to have a 13 in whichever stat you multi-class into. So if say it is barbarian for some odd reason, you'd have to have 13 in strength.
Yeah.
Just for an example.
A barbarian. No, bardbarian.
That is super funny.
Swung and a miss.
But
it's funnier that I swung and missed.
Yes. But yeah, so that's your multi-class requirements. And then after that, let's walk right into our leveled abilities.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which, Logan, if you want to take us away on the first level, what is the bread and butter?
So the bread and butter of the bard, and what's going to really make you that support character, is your bardic inspiration.
Yes.
What this is based off your level in the bard class. You have a die, your bardic inspiration die, that you get to give to somebody else, and that is I'm going to read it off here just so I get it all right. It's a bonus action to inspire others within 60 feet of yourself, so long as they can hear you.
Yes.
They then get that dice check, or that bardic inspiration dice, which starts off at a d6 and increases based upon the bard table. As you use your bardic inspiration, there's a couple key things to know. First thing to know is it only lasts for 1 hour. So if you wake up in the morning and you give somebody that bardic inspiration, they got to use it within an hour, or else you lose it, and then you lose your uses of it. More importantly, you can also give bardic inspiration out to multiple people. So right before a fight, you can go through and inspire 1, 2, 3, however many people, equal to actually it's your charisma modifier.
Correct.
Sorry, it's not based off a table. For bards, it is a charisma modifier.
Yeah,
determines your amount of uses of bardic inspiration. So for ours, he has a charisma modifier of a +2, so he can give 2 bardic inspirations out right away.
Correct.
They're only active for an hour, like we said, they start at a d6, they get higher. And most importantly, you regain them on a long rest, not a short rest, so you've got to use them sparingly.
Yeah.
At that point, especially if you only have 2, like we do so far.
Yeah, you definitely have to be smart.
Yeah.
And this gives you definitely a reason to pump up that charisma.
Absolutely.
So that way you can get up to 5.
Yeah.
So you also obviously unlock spellcasting.
You sure do.
At level 1, you're going to have cantrips. You're going to have first level spells that you get to pick from the bard list. With that being said, we thought we'd go over your spellcasting modifier, your spellcasting DC, and your
spell attack bonus.
Spell attack bonus.
So that would be the bottom or the top left corner of the second page of the character hand sheet, character player sheet, whatever you want to call it. Your spellcasting ability is charisma, like we've said before. Your modifier is going to be whatever your modifier is for charisma. For us, that is a +2. Your spell save DC. The book teaches us how to calculate this. It is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier.
Correct.
So that brings us to 8 plus 2 plus 2 is 14. 12.
8 plus 2 plus 2 is 12.
Nailed it. Spell attack bonus. That is going to be proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
Yes.
Which is 2 plus 2, 4.
There he is. There he is, folks.
See, hey, I knew I was okay with math. So spell attack modifier, or spell attack bonus, is going to be a 4. The spellcasting modifier is what you get to add to the damage rolls. The spell attack bonus is what you get to roll to the attack rolls.
Correct.
So,
yep.
And if somebody has to save against your spells, that's your DC.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Correct.
So that is spellcasting to a T. The only thing we forgot to mention is that your spellcasting focus can be normal focuses, or foci, or it could be your bardic instrument.
Correct, yes.
Lute, flute, bongo, drums, whatever you're beating on.
Which typically that's your choice.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. So
You'll probably be doing that.
100%.
Makes sense. And at that point, we can level up to level 2 after that.
Yes.
Which the very first thing we get is we get expertise in 2 skills that we are proficient in. Of course.
So currently, because we did not pick a background for Chris Pine here,
Yes.
we should have picked actor. But since we did not pick a background, you don't get those extra proficiencies that you typically would get when you start out.
Yes.
So we're just going to pick expertise from the ones that we do have. Deception, we're going to give an extra expertise to. And then let's just go performance.
I like it.
What that means is expertise doubles your proficiency bonus. So instead of a +2, it is now a +4. So these change from a +4 to a +6 for deception and performance.
Which is huge, and it grows with you as you level.
It sure does.
You will get some crazy additions with some skill checks
Yeah.
as you go on.
Absolutely.
Also at level 2, you get Jack of all trades, which you add half your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make that you lack proficiency in.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, because that turns your -1 to
Yeah.
your strength checks to a flat 0.
Correct. You automatically don't have any zeros anymore, and
Yeah.
they will increase.
Exactly. Yeah,
So-
it is so nice. That Jack of all trades is clutch. Because that means at a bare minimum, you can make a stab at everything.
Yeah.
And you can kind of brag. You're good at everything.
Right. And to be noted, it is a round down. So
Yes, it
we start
is.
at +2 proficiency. You'll hit +3. You're still going to have that +1 on the bonus there until you get to the 4. So you will be there for a while. But God, how cool is that you just get to add extra?
Yeah, no
So-
kidding. Now we're level 3. Level 3 is fun because you get to pick your subclass. Brandon, what are our subclasses?
For the Bard, we have the College of Dance, the College of Glamour, the College of Lore, and then the College of Valor.
Very
Those
nice.
are our 4 classes in the Player's Handbook 2024.
Yeah, absolutely. So the core ones kind of help you flavor out what your bard's going to be doing during combat. So going forward, that'll probably affect your changes into skill proficiencies,
Yes.
ability score increases, and feats and the like.
Right.
Which leads us right into level 4.
Our first ASI.
Absolutely.
Ability score improvement.
Yes.
So you either get to up some stats of your choice by +1 or +2, or you get to take a feat.
Yep, absolutely. So pick and choose wisely. You only get to do it so many times.
Correct. What is it? Next is level 5.
Level 5. Level 5 is super big for any spellcaster because you are going to get those more powerful spells.
It's a huge jump.
Yeah, I would say
it feels very nice.
third level spells.
Yes.
So things like Fireball start to get onto the playing field.
It's a
This
very nice
is
power spike.
Yeah, it is a huge power spike for all classes at level 5, but spellcasters in general, you really start to feel powerful here.
Yeah.
It's not something we've really mentioned yet, but there is a table for bards that tells you how many spells you have of what level.
Correct.
So that helps you determine what spells you have, what level they are, what you can cast every day.
Yes.
And most importantly about spellcasting with bards is you only get to change that spell on level up. You don't do it per day.
Yes. Well, now you say that, when that's to change out a spell, correct? You get to prepare spells as a bard. You have prepared spells as a bard.
Yes.
So you can technically learn other spells then, if it's prepared.
I don't believe so. 'Cause
Okay.
that would be like preparing them as in a wizard has them with a spell book, which you pick and choose which one you have
Correct.
prepared for the day. The bard, you have set spells that you have.
Okay, very good.
So that is every level you can replace them, but only at level up.
Yeah, you can
Do
replace
get it?
one spell.
Yes,
per level.
exactly.
Correct,
So
yes,
those
sir.
are the ones you have prepared.
Yes.
They're not set in stone. You can change them at level ups. Which, as we go into level 5, your big ability is the Font of Inspiration. You regain all bardic inspirations on a short or long rest. super critical because previously it was just regaining them on a long rest.
Yes.
So now you can take a short rest, regain all uses of your Bardic Inspiration. And another cool little tidbit with the Bard itself is that you can use a spell slot to regain a Bardic Inspiration without an action required. So say you start your turn without a Bardic Inspiration, below that spell slot, you got a Bardic Inspiration to give to somebody.
Yeah, which is a nice way around maybe having that low modifier.
Yeah, true.
And it lets you still feel that juice of the class. Like only having 2 Bardic Inspirations throughout a whole day kind of feels bad. But at least if you can pop a couple spells slots and then get, well, I guess you can only do it once. Is that correct? Yes.
You're talking the actual font of inspiration. You can only do that action once, or
no. In addition, you can expend it.
Yeah.
You now regain all finish in inspiration when you finish a shorter or long rest. Oh, it says in addition, so you'd have to finish a shorter or long rest to do it. Is the only way you do it, which I don't know why you would do it. In addition, you expend a spell slot, no action required to regain 1 expended use of a Bardic Inspiration. That is kind of that is kind of worded kind of funky because it makes it sound like you have to finish a shorter or long rest in order to do it.
No, sorry, you're reading that wrong. It is completely separate from shorter long rests. In addition, a way to recover your Bardic Inspirations is to spend spell slots.
Interesting. That is interesting wording.
Yeah.
Because it does a little tricky there, but it doesn't give you a number of uses. So
it sure doesn't.
Yeah, interesting.
Your number of uses is equal to your spells.
Absolutely.
So your spell levels that you have. So only cast cantrips.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
Interesting. So to level 6 would be a subclass feature.
Yep.
So that would be when you pick
cover
your
that
class.
in a different video. Level 7 is Counter Charm. Counter Charm is very useful because what it means is if you or someone within 30 feet of you fails a saving throw and they end up with either the charmed or frightened condition, you can use your reaction to cause them to re-roll it, basically giving them advantage, and they get to take the higher.
Yeah, which, again, good utility.
Exactly. Yeah, you curtail the effects of being frightened or charmed. Frightened, sometimes people look past it, but it gives you disadvantage on all your attack rolls while you're within line of sight of that creature. And you have to break line of sight just to reduce frightened. You also can't move towards them.
I was going to say that it's the movement.
Yeah.
It's always the hardest.
Yeah, I would say so. Gaining ground on an enemy becomes nigh impossible unless they come to you. The charmed condition completely wrecks combat because that turns players against players.
Yeah.
Or anything in between.
Right.
Could just render you
Takes
completely
you out.
useless. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you're changing combat 100% with that reroll. So
having a chance. Yeah.
Yeah. Pay attention. Use it as much as you can.
To level 8, which is your second choice of ASI. So a second choice of ability score improvement and or a feat. So that rolls us right into level 9.
Yes.
Which, yet again, you get to pick 2 more expertise.
You sure do.
In your proficient skills.
Yeah, absolutely. I only have 3 from the original class.
Correct.
So we get to pick 1 more. You would get other proficiencies based upon your background. So let's just assume I got a proficiency in stealth. So now I am an expert in acrobatics and stealth and deception and performance. So I will change all my modifiers for those stats to a +6. Pretty sick. Technically by now your proficiency bonus would also be different than a +2, but that's on a chart. Just keep track of it.
That is correct. So that being said, we move right into level 10, which is kind of our last little thing for a while. This is where bards differ from many others, and kind of spellcasters.
Yeah, it's
for the most part.
Spellcasters.
You get magical secrets. So starting at this level, you now have access to the bard list, cleric, druid, and wizard spell list. And also when you replace one of those spells prepared for this class, it can be replaced from all 4 lists now.
Yes.
So opens a door.
Right. Yeah. If there is a certain spell from a class that you wish you had access to as a bard at 10th level, you just go and pick that.
Yeah.
So
Flavortown City. I mean,
exactly.
It's nuts.
You can go absolutely crazy and really start to get some crazy powerful spells in the wheelhouse of the bard. And more importantly, every time you level up, you can start removing those old spells and implementing spells that you had maybe wanted all along.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't give it a limit to going in back in time. You just can do
Yeah.
one per level. So
exactly. The
But-
magical secrets really unlock the universe for
yeah,
ya.
depending on how you wanted your class to fit, now you really can feel that flavor. I mean, if you wanted to be that damage,
Yeah.
you can pull something from the wizard's class.
Ooh, yeah, that's kind of cool.
You know,
and
or if
fun.
you were kind of just aiming for something more of a healer, pulling one of those specific cleric.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some really interesting.
Especially with 2024 healing
Yeah.
rules, you could become powerful.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, there's a lot of choices there. It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Um,
And you can always mix and match. You can get damage cantrips or damage spells from the wizard, and then next level go through and get mass healing word or anything like that. So, or even mass cure wounds, whatever. Spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
You know, a giant loot attacking people. Crazy things that you can do.
that's actually really
So,
cool. Yeah. Here's where we
Get into the dark zone of the bard.
the Sahara Desert a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hit level 11.
Yeah. Mind you, most every one of these levels, you are going to still gain something. Obviously, you get
Yes.
hit points. You also are gaining spell slots and spell levels. So you're not a barren, empty field for leveling, but feature-wise, you got not really anything going
Correct.
on.
So yeah, for that being said, every odd level, you will gain the next level of spell.
Yep.
Excuse me. So like at 11th level, you will gain 6th level spells. At 13th level, you would gain 7th level spells and so on and so forth.
Yep.
On the odd ones or on the even numbers, typically you'll at least gain spells, 2 spells of that level, as well as sometimes spell slots.
Correct.
So you still do gain something.
Yeah.
But at the 11th level on a bard, you do not gain anything class feature wise.
Correct. Or subclass.
Correct, yes. Anything there. And then at 12, you get your third ASI option.
You sure do. So a little bit more Flavor Town, as you said earlier. Past your ASI, that's going to be the next ability to, or the next chance to make your bard have extra features.
Yeah.
Because 13th level, nothing. Just spells. 14th level, you do get a subclass feature.
Yes.
So something else is going on. But we roll again into 15th level where nothing's going on but spells. So spells.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting 8th level spells. At
Yeah.
15.
We're downplaying how powerful these spell slots
yes.
are. They are high level magic spells. You're also gaining spell slots to spend more spells. So you're gaining a lot of power.
Yes.
Just not class defining features.
We're
You're
talking
just-
specifically about building a bard and like going through the class features right now.
Yes.
So yeah, we don't want to downplay
yeah.
the damage output or the utility
Oh,
you
yeah.
are going to have on the field, which is going to be astronomical.
Yeah, and
you are cracking into heavy hitting.
the cool part about the bard is with the magical secrets is you can fill whatever niche you need to.
Yeah.
By this level, maybe you guys have figured out that you have entirely missed something important in combat, and adding it in from your bard is going to change combat
Yeah,
drastically.
very true.
So yeah, go buck wild with it.
Yeah.
We left off on 15th level.
Yep.
So at 16th level, you do get your final ability score increase.
Yes.
So once again, spend it wisely. It's your last one.
And then we get to 17th level, which we have nothing on the class feature side.
Yep. But we get spells.
You get 9th level spells.
9th levels.
They are there, and now you are
Yeah.
pretty happy camper.
Yeah.
Very happy camper, actually.
Oh yeah. I only
Um,
wish I had 9th level spells.
And then we hit level 18, and we do get a class feature again.
You sure do.
It's called Superior Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you roll initiative, you regain expended uses of the Bardic Inspiration until you have 2, if you have fewer than that.
Yes.
So you at least get a little pump up.
Yeah.
If you're having multiple battles, you use them all in the first battle, second battle goes, well, at least I got 2 more inspirations to throw out in combat this time. you
Yeah.
know?
Absolutely.
So,
Basically, just a little extra kick to keep you going through the fight. Keep
Right.
you not so worried about your resources.
Correct.
At the end of the day.
19?
19 across all classes, epic boon or feat.
Correct.
That's a 2024 rule. So got to talk with your DM about those boons. or whatever feat you're going to be taking.
Yeah.
But 20th level.
Takes right to 20.
Here we are. We've made it. Bard is kind of crazy with the 20th level. I like it a lot.
They do catch you on this.
Yeah. You get either permanently in your spell casting repertoire is either...
No, it's not. It's both.
Oh, sorry. Both.
Yeah, it's both.
You get both.
Even crazier.
Power word heal or power word kill. So, very powerful spells because they are, once again, high-level spells that are going to change combat at the drop of a hat.
And they're always prepared as well, too, which is important.
Exactly. And they don't count against your
Yes.
prepared spells.
Correct.
Another huge bonus. What's really cool about this one and what makes it special to bards is when you target a creature with either kill or heal, you can target a second creature so long as they're within 10 feet. So just because they're neighbors next to him means they're also either getting that huge benefit of the heal or going right down with their buddy. So
Absurd.
it's basically like a 2-for-1 discount.
It is. Yeah, that is insane.
Yeah.
I couldn't fathom how good it would feel to do a powered kill
Oh, yeah.
and be able to clean out a fight or something, like save the day on on a twofer like that.
Take out the boss and the minion, or
Yeah.
both minions, or whatever's happening.
Yeah.
You can really eliminate 2 threats, or even bring 2 people back from the brink, all in one fell swoop. Again, the bard is there to change combat in the most interesting ways possible. And at the end of the day, it's all limited to your imagination.
Right, and that's the
Yeah.
cool thing about bards is that
Yeah.
you get to be, I think, more creative than most classes.
Easily.
You get the opportunity to be that utility need and just really fill every single void that's needed
Yeah.
at any point in time. Because you naturally do have some healing spells in there. You naturally have some good damaging spells in there. You naturally have a lot of cool utility. Plus being able to just throw out inspiration and like save the day because your party members almost didn't make that saving throw. They rolled your inspiration and then now they succeeded.
Yeah.
You just get to do a lot of cool things.
It's almost like you're a jack of all trades.
Oh, interesting. Well, hey, we hope that our little bit of walkthrough here for the bard helped you out.
Yeah.
And, if you have any other tidbits that you'd like to share them down below. If you've played a bard so far in 2024, what are your thoughts on it?
What was your favorite subclass? That's
Yeah.
what we want to hear from you,
Yeah.
most importantly, because we haven't got to play bards in
Yeah.
the 2024 space yet. So tell us all about your bard down below, or ask some questions. We'll help you get them answered.
Absolutely.
But otherwise, we'll be seeing you next Saturday for another class video, another long rest. But otherwise,
we'll
we'll
see
see you.
you. And don't forget to check us out on Wednesday for our live action D&D podcast, where we play a one-on-one Spelljammer inspired D&D.
Commander's Log.
Yeah, called Commander's Log. Comes out every Wednesday at noon. And don't forget to follow us on any socials if you haven't yet. They're in the description. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, here on YouTube. We'd appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button.
But
Other than that, we'll see you next Saturday.
see you next Saturday.